guys? It's Desti. What's up, guys? It's Destino here, and I'm back with another video. So, in today's video, guys, we're going to talk about love, relationships, and if I can, I'll fit in some advice into this video. So, the first topic here is we're going to talk about relationships, which relationships are very good. It's okay, cool. Some relationships are good, some relationships are bad. Do you get what I mean? Like, it all depends. So, I've had friends and I've known people that have been in relationships but they've been unhappy, but they're sticking in the relationship due to the fact that they don't want to upset the other person. Cough, cough, I've been in that position. And it's like, when you do this, it's like you're in a relationship with someone, you've been going on well, and there's certain things, it's just like bare red flags. You get what I mean? Like, there's a lot of red flags, but you just feel like you're like, I don't know, like, are you doing too much? Are you overthinking things? So you just stay there. Do you know what I mean? Because you feel like you're overthinking stuff. Do you get what I mean? And it's like and you know what the worst relationships are is like when you start off together when you're younger, and then you grow into the relationship. Because obviously you're growing, the person's growing, and when you're growing, things change in you. Do you get what I mean? Like, some things just ain't the same. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I was younger, I was such a quiet person, calm. If anyone said anything to me, I'll just take their shit. Do you get what I mean? Now I've grown up. Do you get what I mean? Like, I grew up. Now it's like I have my times when I'm still quiet, but don't get me wrong. Like, I'll have my outbursts now. Do you get what I mean? My personality's changed. To be honest, it's not about me, but a lot of things in me have changed because of my growth. Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean? That my growth has changed me. And that's what happens. In some relationships, people start off at a young age, and it's like people grow. Do you get what I mean? And when they grow, people make mistakes while they're growing. Do you get what I mean? For example, I'm not just saying whatever, but for example, yeah, when you're younger, you see someone, you go out of them, you start to grow, you see someone else, you accidentally cheat. People say cheating is not an accident, but it can be an accident. Do you get what I mean? But yeah, stuff like that can ruin it. Do you get what I mean? Because of growth. But like I said, I've had friends, I've been in a position, and I know people that stay in a relationship because they don't want to make the other person unhappy. Because the thing is that you love the person, but you feel like the relationship's not working because there's loads of red flags. So you want to leave the relationship, but because you love the person so much, you don't want to hurt them. So you just leave yourself there. But without you realising is that you're hurting yourself and making yourself sad. Do you get what I mean? Again, I've been there. Do you get what I mean? So I feel like people shouldn't, like, how do I explain this? Like, if you feel like you're in a relationship and it feels like something is just not right, or something's changed, or nothing's the same, go to your partner, you know what I mean? Tell them how you feel. Don't hold it in, because the more you hold it in, you're gonna start giving them a certain vibe, and they're gonna feel like, what's going on? And the first thing that's gonna come to mind is, they're cheating on me. But you're probably not. Do you know what I mean? You're probably not even cheating. It's just like, you're just not feeling it anymore. Do you get what I mean? But you don't have to tell the person you're not feeling it because you love them. And slice like, you don't want to lose them. So it's just like, what do I do? Do I stay here? Do I go? What I would say is that if you feel like you can't stay and you can't go, say you just want a break, to see how it feels to be. Because when you're on a break, it's like you're still in a relationship, but you're single at the same time. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, just be in the middle. Be on a break. See how you feel. And when I say be on a break, it's like, try to not see them as often. Obviously, talk to them every day. Like, that's one thing that is just normal when you're in a relationship. Still talk to them every day, but try to see each other every day. Give yourself some breathing space. Don't do too much. Like, just don't cry about it. Obviously, you might cry, but don't cry about it, because at the end of the day, it's for your good. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's for your good. It's because, yeah, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's for your good, because you're the one that feels some type of way, so you want to come out of that. Do you get what I mean? So yeah. But the more you stay there and not say anything, and that's one thing that people do as well, they don't say anything. Like, they'll go and tell their friends how they feel, and it's just like, they don't go and tell the person that they're in a relationship with how they feel, which then, again, leads into arguments, So just be honest with your other half. Tell them how you feel. Tell them how you feel, and all that other stuff. And then, you know what, maybe you can work around it. Do you get what I mean? Like, you can work something out. But yeah, that's my time on relationships. Next thing is love. So if you have me on Snapchat, you know that the other day I made a snap about love, and a lot of people fucked with it. A lot of people was agreeing with what I was saying. A lot of people screen recorded my snap, asked me to send it to them, posted it, because people could relate to what I was saying. Do you get what I mean? And it kind of inspired me to make this video, because that was just me ranting. Like, it was a random video, and a lot of people agreed with it. So I'm thinking, you know what? Why not just make it a YouTube video? Do you know what I mean? Like, why not just be exciting? You know? So my topic on love was that a lot of people have been heartbroken, and it shows. Do you get what I mean? That I've been heartbroken, and I feel like now it doesn't really show anymore, because now I just don't give two tosses. But before, I think it really, really showed. Do you get what I mean? That I've been hurt. Like, I've been hurt. Do you get what I mean? But now it's just like, you can't really tell that I've been heartbroken unless I say to you that I've been heartbroken. But at the same time, like, if I talk to people about like relationships now, I'm like, no, I don't want a relationship, you know. Yeah, no, it's not for me. But everyone knows I've held down a relationship for 3 years. So when people look at me and say, like, what do you mean? Like, you've been in a relationship for like nearly 4 years. Like, what do you mean? What? Do you get what I mean? So I said a lot of girls have been heartbroken. Well, not a lot of girls, but do you know, a lot of people have been heartbroken, and it shows. And without you realising that you're showing you've been heartbroken, it still shows. Do you get what I mean? Like, you will say something, you will do something, and you can tell that someone has damaged you to the point where you've dropped all the way down. Do you get what I mean? Like, you've fallen all the way down. And you know that if that's ever happened to you, like if someone's ever broken your heart, I'm so sorry, because that pain there, yeah, I never thought I would feel pain so bad in my life. Like, that pain was a different type of pain. Do you get what I mean? And when you're heartbroken, you overthink a lot of things. You start to do things that you never thought you would do. You start acting a certain way you never thought you would act. There's a whole lot of different emotions that you're feeling. Do you get what I mean? So it's like you don't know what to do. You don't know you just don't know anything. Do you get what I mean? You're just stuck up in here. You're stuck in here. And wow, this is hurting. Do you get what I mean? It's like, how you're thinking, how do I make this stop hurting? But you can't. It's like you can't stop it from hurting. That's how hurt you feel. Do you get what I mean? And it takes time for this pain to stop. Do you get what I mean? Because this is hurt. Your heart is hurting, and it's like it affects you up here. So it's like, because that hurt is affecting you up here, but you're trying to think of how to make this stop hurting, but you're hurting both. Like, both is hurting, so you just don't know what to do. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, I said that people have been heartbroken and stuff like that out of relationships, and it's like a lot of people don't know how to love their self, because when they was in a relationship, they was getting all the love from the other person, and it really and truly, it's just like you had no self-love. Do you get what I mean? Because if you come out of the relationship and say that, oh, I'm so ugly, oh, nobody wants me, you know what, I don't want this, I don't want that. You had no self-love. Do you get what I mean? Like, you had no self-love at all. You didn't have self-love, because you're so used to the other person loving you, complimenting you. So when that person's done loving you and done complimenting you, you feel like shit. You feel like nothing. You actually feel like absolutely nothing. And you know, that is not the right way to feel. Do you get what I mean? It's not the right way to feel, because you shouldn't rely on someone else to show you love, make you feel like you're something, and make you feel beautiful. Do you get what I mean? You should feel that within yourself. You should feel pretty, beautiful, sexy, all the names you guys want to say. You should make yourself feel loved, make yourself feel appreciated, feel confident within your body. That's another thing. People don't feel comfortable within their body because they could have been in a previous relationship and the person called them fat or skinny or this or that. Feel confident in your own body. Do you get what I mean? It's your body. Like, God made you that way for a reason. Do you get what I mean? And a lot of people is like, if you want to lose weight, if you want to do this, you want to do that, you can go to the gym. The gym is there. You can go to the gym. You can even buy stuff and do stuff at home. You can even go on YouTube and type in workout videos. And you'll be how you want to be. But at the end of the day, it's like, don't rely on people for happiness. And don't rely on people for love. Don't rely on anyone for anything. Do you get what I mean? Because once they're gone, you're going to feel like, so where do we go from here? Because I don't know where to go. That's how you will feel. And then that's when it just leads to depression and all these other stuff that you just don't need in your life. Yeah, a lot of girls as well. Girls and boys. I keep saying girls because girls are just like more hurt than boys. Do you get what I mean? Like, girls are just like, boom, you're hurt. That's it. No coming back. Boys are like, yeah, whatever, like, I got more girls anyway. Do you get what I mean? So, but with boys, it's like it doesn't matter, but at the same time, it does matter, because there's actually some good boys out there. There's a lot of boys out there that actually like to be loved. They like to be baby. They like to have a kiss on the head too. They like to lay on your chest and go to sleep. Like, there's a lot of boys out there that like that stuff, but to the road, they have to be this big man with a fake name, a fake trap name and all of that. But behind closed doors, his name's Nicholas, and he's laying on his girl's chest now, having a nap. Do you get what I mean? Like, boys like love too, but it's just like, they don't know how to show their affection, because on the streets, they're a whole different person. Do you get what I mean? But a lot of people go and try to get love where it's not found, because they need it. And you know what I need to say? Love, you don't need love. Do you get it? You really don't need it. Like, as long as if you got family, friends, you don't need a relationship. You actually do not need love. Do you get what I mean? If you need sex, there's friends with benefits, bro. You don't need that shit. Do you get what I mean? Like, you don't need it. But some people feel like they need it because that's the only thing that keeps them going. That's the only thing that keeps them happy. You don't need it. Do you get what I mean? You really don't need it. You don't. And it's just like, people go and try to get love from people, and then, pardon me, and then they will do stuff to make the person like them back, and like all of that. Then that person will just use them for entertainment, get their hopes up, fuck off, and then talk to someone else. Then you're heartbroken again. Do you get what I mean? It's like a cycle. That's why people say don't go looking for love, let it find you. Because I've been in that position where I've gone to someone and started talking to them, and that I just needed comfort. That's what it was. I needed comfort. I needed this. I needed that. So I was talking to them, whatever. And then they just dipped. Do you get what I mean? But the thing is, there was really truly, there wasn't any feelings involved. There wasn't anything like that. It was just like, I wanted your comfort, and now you've gone because you realised I wasn't really like feeling for the relationship thing. I just wanted you there. Do you get what I mean? So, but then at the same time, I am that person. Like, if you come to me and you want to talk to me on levels, don't get me wrong, like, sometimes I'll be like, you know what, I don't want to talk like that. Sometimes I'll just go with the flow. And then after a while, it's just like, okay, now I can see you've caught feelings. I don't really want to do this anymore. And I will dip. I'm not even going to lie. I'll sit with my hand on my chest. I've been doing that shit. Do you get what I mean? Like, I've actually been doing that. But now it's like I stopped doing that because I realised that I'm upsetting people by doing that. And that makes me like a bad person. Do you get what I mean? Because by me doing that, I'm getting their hopes up. I'm using them for entertainment. And just for like, what's what I'm looking for? I'm just using it for entertainment and just like company, like you're just there. Do you get what I mean? You're just there. So like if I get bored, I can just call you and we can just talk and flirt and then cut the phone. Oh look, there's another person calling me. Do you get what I mean? Like that's how it was. Then I was like, you know what? Let me stop doing this, because at the end of the day, I'm upsetting these people and I'm getting them hopes up. But at least I know these people are not in love with me to the point that I am heartbreaking them. Am I making sense that they're not in love with me? So I can't break their heart because they're not in love with me, but I can make them feel like, oh shit, that was a waste of my time. I can make them feel like that, but I can't. You can't be heartbroken if you're not in love with me. Do you get what I mean? I feel like you can only be heartbroken if you're in love with someone. Do you get what I mean? Or you really, really, really like them. And it's like no one's ever really, really, really liked me. Do you get what I mean? Like people have liked me, found me good looking, whatever, but no one's really like loved me off. So we move. So yeah, a lot of people go out trying to find love and all of that, and that's when stuff always goes wrong. I've come to realize when people go out and look for love, that's when it always goes wrong. It always goes wrong. Me went wrong, went out, tried to look for love, went absolutely wrong, went up with the person, broke up a couple of days later. It was just like, I'm never doing that again. I'll just sit here and wait. Do you know what I mean? I will literally just sit here and wait for it to find me, because I'm not going to look for it again. That was a bad choice of mine that I did. But yeah, a lot of people like to seduce people, stuff like that, to make them like them. Do you get what I mean? Like a lot of people, again, I know a couple people that have done this. They will talk to someone, whatever. They'll see that they're kind of talking on levels. They will seduce the people, like talk sexually, send them sexual pictures, and it doesn't even go anywhere. So you just wasted your time. Do you get what I mean? And then obviously now, again, now you're upset. Like, do you get what I mean? Now you're upset all over again because you thought you was getting somewhere to move on from something else and you wasn't getting anywhere. You just went in a circle. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, don't go looking for love. Let that shit find you. And if it finds you, it will find you. If it doesn't find you, it could take years. It could take weeks, months, days, years, whatever. It can take a long time for love to come to you. But what you have to do is sit there and be patient. Focus on yourself. That's the main thing. Focus on yourself. Don't worry about a relationship. If you're depressed or whatever and you're looking for a relationship, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't look for a relationship while you're depressed or while you're stressed or while you're at your lowest. Don't do that. Don't do that, because at the end of the day, then you're going to start to be stressing about the person, stressing about a relationship, wondering if they like you or not. It's too much. It is too much, and it will add up to how you feel already. So just focus on yourself. Make sure you're on your feet, you're on track. If you're in education, school wise, focus on your books, work on your grades. If you have a job, make sure you're on time. Do your 9 to 5. Do what you got to do to make your money. Come home, and that's that. Don't worry about other people. As long as you make yourself happy, make yourself loved, confident within yourself, don't worry about nothing else. Do you get what I mean? Do not worry about anything else. Because at the end of the day, if you worry about more stuff, everything's going to add up in here, then it's going to affect here. And without you realising, you're doing all of that, and then you're going to sit there and you're going to wonder why you feel the way you feel. Do you get what I mean? You're going to wonder why you feel the way you feel, but it's because you're not really paying attention to yourself. Do you get what I mean? You're damaging yourself without realising you're damaging yourself because you feel like you're doing good with what you're doing and you're not. Do you get what I mean? So, yeah, like, relationships, just the relationship topic. If you feel like something is going wrong in a relationship or there's red flags or you feel uncomfortable with something, make sure you let your other half know. If they're making you sad with the things they're doing or the things they're saying or things that you've heard about them, approach them and tell them how, like, what's going on. Like, let's just say they're not treating you right. Go to them. Like, something's been a bit odd. Like, have I done something? Have I said something? Because you're not treating me the same. Don't hold it in. Because the more you hold it in, the more you're going to act different towards them. You're going to get angry, you're going to be sad, and they're going to see the difference in you. Then that's going to cause you guys to argue, this, that, and the other. And obviously, you don't want that. Do you get what I mean? Like, that's your other half. You don't want that to happen. So just be upfront and tell them, like, how it is. Do you get what I mean? Tell them how you feel and stuff like that, to avoid breakups, to avoid arguments, fights, this, that, and the other, like heartbreaks. Just try to avoid that and just be honest. Just be honest and say how you feel. Like, just be so honest and just say, look, I feel like this and I feel like that, and bow. All of that. That's all you have to say. Boom, done. Conversation's over. Say sorries, whatever. It's done. Do you get what I mean? Love. Don't go looking for love. Let it find you. And focus on yourself. Focus on making your money. Focus on your education. Focus on making yourself happy. Just focus on yourself. Don't focus on anything else. Do you get what I mean? Just don't. Let love find you, and that's it. Just worry about yourself. Don't worry about all of that. And yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to say. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I helped you guys in many different ways. And I will be back with another video soon. Hope you enjoyed. Once again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that. It's Destino 6 in the cut, and I'm out.
Deuces. Pull it back and she is